This Roblox game is getting a bunch of hate right now, a huge scam is going around, Roblox has a virus, and more insane news today. And we're trying to reach 400,000 subs by the end of the year, so please subscribe and let's get right into it. Alright, first you start with a pretty big scam going around that involves a lot of popular YouTubers. So recently a fake Roblox app or whatever has been using clips of YouTubers to promote their own app without their permission. And they're advertising this all over YouTube and YouTube Shorts, which is probably the most effective place to do this. If you're confused at what I'm talking about, here's a quick example.
That's right, you can win 1 million Robux.
So yeah, they took a clip of KreekCraft out of context and they used it to promote their own app. Now we've seen some in the past that actually use AI instead of real clips. So they'll use AI to make him say more stuff, but also with AI, a lot of people can detect it easily. So it seems like they're switching from using AI of YouTubers to just using their clips so it looks more believable. And it seems like it's working. The app, for example, has over 1 million downloads. Obviously not all of that came from the advertisement and stuff, but people are definitely engaging with it. And also the short itself has 10,000 likes. It could be botted, but it shows that people are still engaging with the stuff, and a lot of people probably did fall for this. And I see a lot of people in the replies to this tweet saying that they've got this ad so much in the last few weeks or whatever. So it seems like these people are promoting it a lot, probably spending a bunch of money promoting it. And it seems like it's probably working. I'm pretty sure people do this with other Roblox YouTubers too, but the main person's always been KreekCraft for some reason. Even with the AI stuff a little bit ago, it's always been KreekCraft. But anyways, move to our next story. Roblox actually having a virus, or kind of. Okay, so it all starts with the Roblox extension. Over the last few weeks, there's been so much Roblox extensions popping up that are just straight up scams. And they use the extension, if you install the extension, they can actually get access to your Roblox account and hack you. So there's a lot of dangerous extensions out there right now, and a lot of them are getting exposed recently. Julian Rolas here tweeted out one a little bit ago, saying that he just linked it and said it was another dangerous extension. And if you're wondering how they hack people, apparently they use the quick login feature, which is a new feature. And also apparently sometimes it links back to a specific model in their inventory, which we've seen before. If you guys remember a long time ago now, there's a big hack going around where someone hacked a popular Roblox game extension and item, and they kind of hack Roblox games through that. So it seems kind of the same thing. But in general, extensions can get access to your account through many ways. After Julian Rolas called out these people, it seemed like that was it. Because usually these extensions pop up and people called them out, but people still install them and whatever. But these people who have the extension took it a step further, because they actually started advertising the extension and the items, I think, all over Roblox, which is pretty crazy. Because like he said in his other posts, if you have a specific item, that's how they hack you and stuff. So they've been advertising a bunch of people with this fake item, or this item that hacks you. And to a lot of people, it just seems like a regular Roblox clothing and stuff, but it actually could be dangerous for your account. And they're purposely trying to get people to buy this and stuff, and they're advertising it like crazy. So with that all being said, if you have any Roblox extension that is kind of unknown and not as popular, honestly just delete it. But anyways, moving to our next story, something pretty interesting happening. So over the last few days, a lot of people noticed that so many accounts started popping up that have spaces in their usernames or in their display names, which is really weird because Roblox hasn't allowed spaces in usernames for a long time, and it hasn't been a thing you can do in forever. And you still can't have spaces in your username, but people have found a way to have spaces in their display names. And there's a lot of questions floating around, people wondering how did they get it? Because if you go to your display name right now, chances are you're not going to have this feature. It's really weird how it works. Let me try breaking it down. So shout out to Sharkblocks, that's how he made a video on this, and he kind of went over everything in depth. And basically what's been going on is that, number one, a lot of people thought this was a glitch, but apparently it's not even a glitch. This is going to be a real feature coming soon, which is pretty incredible. And with that, a lot of people are saying that they use a VPN to get their display name with a space in it, meaning that it's probably one specific country or region that has it right now. Sharkbox in this video tried a bunch of the popular or big countries and he wasn't able to get it, but it seems like it's slowly rolling out to some countries right now. It's pretty weird. And also if you go to your settings right now and it says display name, that means you just have the regular feature. But if you go into your settings and the display name says just name instead of display name, that means you have the feature and then you can add spaces and stuff. It's really weird and really confusing, and it's kind of weird how Roblox is rolling out this update. Although with that all being said, it is good to know that most likely this is a real Roblox feature. This isn't a glitch going around or a loophole or anything like that. This will actually be a thing in the future. You still won't be able to add spaces in your username, your actual username, but you could add it to your display name, which honestly is pretty good because display names are free and everyone can add them eventually. But anyways, into our next story of a Roblox game actually being stolen, of that being Brookhaven. KreekCraft tweeted out saying, one of the top games on Fortnite right now is Roblox Brookhaven, and as we can see, they literally stole Brookhaven one for one and recreated it in Fortnite, which is actually pretty insane. If you just look at the icon, it's the exact same thing as Brookhaven. I'm pretty sure they even stole the logo, or maybe not, but they literally stole the entire thing, the entire game, and recreated one for one in Fortnite. And it's not the first time we've seen something like this. It's happened to a lot of popular Roblox games. I remember it happened to like Roblox Doors and a bunch of other games, because with like the new Fortnite like creation tools and stuff, it's very easy to just import Roblox games and recreate Roblox games onto Fortnite. And as we can see, it's working really well. It's one of the biggest games on Fortnite right now. A lot of people now are wondering like, what's the next step for like Brookhaven and stuff? Are they gonna try taking this down? Are they gonna keep it up? Like, what's the plan? I assume they can probably get it taken down if they really wanted to, because they are like kind of stealing it one for one. But also stuff like this happens literally all the time. And like I said, there's been so much Roblox games that have been copied like straight up and put onto Fortnite, and a lot of times they don't even get taken down. But I mean, the fact that someone recreated it on Fortnite and it's the #1 game on Fortnite right now is pretty insane to see. And since Brookhaven like worked really well, I'm assuming more and more Roblox games are just gonna keep getting stolen. Alright, but let's move to our next story, which is some pretty big drama going on in the community. So recently, one of the biggest games on Roblox has been Blade Ball, and it kind of blew up recently, or it's been blowing up for the past few months. It's an absolute massive game. It has like hundreds of thousands of people active all the time, and in general, it's just one of the biggest games out there right now. And Blade Ball in general is very respected in the community because they didn't really have much pay to win stuff, and for the most part, it's just like a normal game with no pay to win, anything like that. But with that being said, they recently released a new update, which has got a lot of people upset, because they added a lot of pay to win stuff, and people are even saying that it's more pay to win than like Pet Simulator X now, and everyone's really mad. Let me break this down. So it's all kind of started when people started calling them out, like Bouchon here for example, saying, "Not gonna lie, this is a huge L update for Blade Ball. Why do all Roblox games resort to gambling and pay to win?" Now, I've seen a lot of people counter arguing this, saying that obviously the developers need to make money, right? And that's not a bad thing. Like, monetizing your game and trying to make a bunch of money off your Roblox game is not a bad thing at all, because obviously with how popular the game is, you obviously want to make money from the game. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And DJ Monopoly here wrote like a really long post kind of going over this, and he was kind of basically saying that it's hard as a developer to monetize games without trying to make them pay to win. And he said like a bunch more here. He wrote like a whole essay. I'm not gonna lie, I barely even read it, but that was kind of the gist I've seen. But then to counter this argument, a lot of people are saying that it's okay if people monetize their game, right? Like, Blade Ball trying to make money from the game isn't that big of a deal. Like, if anything, they should be trying to make money from the game. But a lot of people are saying that it's okay if they make stuff that doesn't affect the gameplay. That's what people are really mad about here. Because in the update, they made the stuff, like the stuff that you pay Robux for, actually give you an advantage in the game. So a lot of people are saying that adding OP stuff and like overpowered items that are pay to win is pretty lame, because then that's literally what pay to win is. People can just pay to get the best items and they'll be the best player. Obviously there is some skill, but having stuff that you can pay for that gives you an advantage is what people aren't really happy about. They could have added stuff that are like cost Robux but are only like visual, and they don't actually give you an advantage. A lot of people here are mad that they're making stuff that actually literally is pay to win. And the majority of people seem really disappointed and really mad at Blade Ball for this. If you look through the comments, everyone's saying that it's so sad how they turned into a pay to win game, they're disappointed in the game, they're mad at Blade Ball. And in general, people are just upset because like before the game was pretty clean, it didn't have any pay to win stuff, but now you can just pay to win and get like a bunch of good stuff in the game. And with this new update and all this drama going around, it kind of ruined like Blade Ball's reputation in the community. And a lot of people kind of associate that with just like being like a pay to win developers and a pay to win game. And with that being said, this is where I kind of said on this. Like I said, making money and trying to make as much money from a Roblox game, especially with how popular it is a no-brainer. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously you're going to try making as much money from the game since it's so popular right now. And adding Robux options and like the ability to buy stuff is fine, but the fact that you can buy Robux options that literally give you an advantage is kind of where it gets a bit bad. Like, it's kind of the same thing in Pet Simulator X. You can just keep gambling till you get like the best pets, and in this new update you can keep gambling till you get like the best stuff too. So I mean, yeah, let me know where you sit on this, because some pretty big drama in the community, and Blade Ball's been under a lot of fire recently because of this. And if you enjoyed, check out this video. Rules is broken for everyone right now, and I'll see you in the next one.